Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies back at again, talking about another book. This time talking about Revenge our... Wait. Oh, yeah. Y'all, I came prepared for this one. Undies! We got undies, man! If y'all know... Sorry, I just need to do that real quick. These are mine, by the way. Yeah, if y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. Y'all know, y'all know. Alright? If y'all know, y'all know. We got Revenge Are Us in here, right on there. And it's a Wilmot copy, by the way, so sorry, Wilmot. These have been in my clean, thankfully, underwear. And, by the way, yeah, I know. Any ladies want to ring me up? Any ladies want to ring me up for these? These are got-fueled underpants. Anyways, not being a pervert for 2 seconds, because that's just gross. Especially since, in the sense of the book, they should be girls. Because it's girls' panties. If you know the scene I'm talking about. This book is a very controversial book amongst the community. Usually people say it's pretty bad. And I'm not in that marginal say. I don't think it's actually that bad. But I will say this, yes, that stuff is pretty gross. There's a couple instances of gross stuff, and the most popular one is in the very first chapter, involving panties. A girl's pair of panties that say Monday on them. Yeah, so, gross as shit, let's get into it. So this book is about, and by the way, there's no burbs on the back of these books, so there's nothing to go off. I'm not going to read the entire wiki description. This book is about Wade, and it's a girl, by the way. Yes, I know. It's kind of weird having Wade as a girl's name. I've never associated the word or name Wade with girls. I don't know if that's just me. It's just kind of weird to see Wade as a girl's name. I don't see it. And this girl has trouble with her brother. Her brother's a bitch, and he's like 16, 17. I think he's about to turn 18, and he even has a car, so he's roughly, able to have a license. She wants to get back at him really bad, and she tries using an ad she finds in the paper called Revenge Are Us, which may or may not be able to give you revenge, but it, however, backfires, and it leads into a spiral of chaos. So, Revenge Are Us, it's fine. It's a fine book, but I will say, there are its faults. It's got some stuff I do not like in here, and I actually really do not like at all. I hate the panty shit. That shit is gross, and I don't know why that was thrown in the book. That's really uncomfortable to read. And of course, the story has some other issues which aren't perverted and stuff, so let's get into the stuff that isn't issues. I like the revenge that we get at the end of the book. It's a bit goofy, but it's actually pretty deserving for such a horrible character because, let me just say, Wade's brother, can't remember his name, he's horrible. Terrible. We finally get revenge on him, and it is completely deserved, and it's so nice because every fucking page of this book, and even all of the revenge shit she's been doing, all of that, every bit of that, everything to like page 110 is staged by him. All of the Revenge Are Us stuff. Yeah, it's a stage. Revenge Are Us is a real company, but he was behind all the shit that was actually going on. Basically, this lady got bribed to do bad things to Wade instead of her brother. Yeah, pretty stupid. And that is a downside, by the way. We'll get to that later. But still, it is so relieving to get revenge on this asshole. Fucking completely deserved. But where it leads up to in the very, very, very end, it's not good. But still, very decent scene. And I also like to mention, this book's a very decent read. It's got some pretty dark or creepy moments. Not very dark, but they're decently, a step up from the regular Goosebumps series. And we got involving an itching situation. Of course, we got this haunted house segment, which I thought was really cool. And we got this character, which I pretty much like overall. We got this character I also really like, which is sort of a witch. And she has this crow, which is the one you see on the cover most likely. And the way, and the magic and stuff that is involved with this crow, and the way you get these wishes granted is just really cool. I thought it very interesting. I quite liked all that. But yeah, the witch character was really cool. And she adds to the plot in a very cool way with its magic aspect and these magical wishes coming true, because she does turn out to be magical. Spoiler alert. Oh, crazy. We're in the spoilers anyway. And, I just don't like some stuff that turned out to be going on. In the downsides, we'll get to that. It's so hard to like this book, but with knowing the recontextualization shit, but it's still good. It's still a very decent read up until those points. And I think the best scene in this entire book is probably the haunted house scene. Like I said, it's not really haunted, but it's an abandoned old house that's, I believe, is in this girl's neighborhood. And yeah, this lady has a sister living there, apparently. Well, not true, but it's a very tense and interesting scene, and I quite liked it. There are some stuff I liked about the book, mostly just being a decent book overall, but there are some huge issues. So my huge issue number one is right off the bat. Let's get out of the way! Ooh! Undies! The undies scene! The panty scene! They've been washed recently. What the hell? The panty scene in the first chapter is fucking gross. I don't even need to explain it. You know, it's just disgusting. It's not played off that way, but involving a bunch of boys in the room too, it just kind of comes off as perverted. I do not like it. I think it's creepy and weird, especially in this modern day. The diary stuff was also a little creepy and personal. It felt like Stine was writing a fanfic towards younger kids, and it was fucking creepy. There's a scene where this girl's picture was taken, and she was described to be pretty much naked, like in her underwear, and she was drooling, and she was asleep. It's very gross that she was described in her fucking underwear. That is unneeded and gross. Fuck no. There's just some shit in this book that I feel was not needed, and it's very gross. Fuck that shit. It's funny to make fun of, because, this was during a time when that shit was just brushed off, like, okay, that happened, because nobody was fucking perverted in that time, or at least not as much, I don't believe. Besides Stine, obviously. But still, it's gross and unacceptable. I don't care if this is a different age, it's just not right. I don't like reading that stuff. I'm a 14-year-old, sorry, who likes making Goosebumps videos. I'm not a pervert, alright? Fucking gross. Besides that weird shit, absolutely unacceptable. The final 20 pages are a huge mixed bag. We got the reveal that Wade's brother was behind all this stupid fucking shit. And, well, that shit wasn't stupid, but upon recontextualization, it just feels like, holy shit, we've been here for absolutely nothing. A huge waste of time, and it does piss you off. It is a real pisser-offer ending. Fuck no. Do not like that stuff. I do not like that a lot in Goosebumps, where, oh, it was all brushed off, especially if it's literally at the final couple pages, like, oh, I've been behind it all. Unless it's done right, like, sometimes, like, in Dummy Free, where it's usually a bit earlier in the book, and the stuff we get after that is really good, which is sort of the case here, I can brush it off, but this is a case that is just annoying, because this is a torture book towards our main character, and it is barely brushed off, and it's just annoying. It's just not a great twist that Wade's brother was behind this all, and he bribed this lady to do her witchery upon Wade instead of Wade's brother. It's just not cool. Do not like that. And the ending, Wade gets more punishments, we'll just say that. Wade, after punishing her brother, great scene by the way, it's so deserved, so relieving. She gets punished. And it's completely undeserved in my eyes. I do not like that. It pisses me off. There's a lot about this book that pisses me off, but I still think it's a little overhated. So let's get to my rating. Revenge R Us gets a strong 6.5 out of 10. That's generous, I'll say. I would give this like a 5.5, maybe a 5 out of 10, because overall it's generally mid, because it's a fun read for like 100 and something pages straight. It's got a decent story, it's a nice revenge story. I think it did a great job there. But the twist in the final 20 pages or so really fucking trampled, because they didn't do them well with the, oh, it was me all along shit. And the very ending, or final page, was just undeserving. But there were some refreshing moments in the book, and I like a good revenge story from time to time in Goosebumps. I know it's a trope, but it's still likable, I feel, in some cases. There's some revenge stories I do like in Goosebumps. And this is like sort of that case, because it was good for those 110 pages. And then the pervertedness. Unacceptable. Very generous, giving a 6.5 for a perverted book. I don't know what the fuck Stine is smoking, but it must be some pedophiles or something. I don't know where he got that, but Stine, don't do that again. And that is my review for Revenge R Us. I hope you guys like seeing my Garfield underwear. $100, I'll wear them again and I'll sell them on eBay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tell me what you think about this book below. And, yeah, Monday.